Uh, this is Medes Jimo. I just need to give you this training this day. And if you're watching the recorded version, anytime you watch it, take action as prompt as possible. Now, I'm going to take you around understanding the working capital, understanding working capital in building wealth with cryptocurrency. Why many people get bored and then they get discouraged eventually when they're in cryptocurrency is they are very monosized in their understanding. They are one-sided at all time. They face one side of the market at all time, especially just facing one side of trading, as if trading is just tied to day trading. But that's not true. You need to understand strategy to create working capital so that even when the market is bad or there's a flash drop in the market, you have already strategy to cope with the situation at any time, any point in time. So I'm going to be taking you around on some project and why, what are they used for, and how I create working capital in some of those projects. Now, if you're in Plan B, we've said 2022 was going to be year of three major dimensions. That is a kind of regulations and expansion of DeFi project, and then understanding use cases. So NFTs that start creating use cases, and then as you know, now extended into Metaverse are going to make a lot of wave, and that's why some of us are developing things around three segments: DeFi, DeFi regulations. So DeFi project now have to be a DeFi system that have style or opening to regulations, and of course we have a lot of them like that. Some may not know. So you need to develop a strategy to have cash flow, and so working capital is essential. As a matter of fact, when you are in crypto right now, so you must develop a strategy so you don't get discouraged when the market is coming down. Market coming down is a must, so you can't rule it out. Market must dump, market must pump, and so whatever thing you think or you want to avoid in the market may be cumbersome for you. There is no how you can stop the market not to dump. You cannot stop it not to dump. So, and you cannot stop the market not to pump. So it's a two-way. The market have capacity to go up and it has capacity to dump. So, but sometimes I look at people, they don't want market to dump, they don't want market to pump. Either you like it or not, you must pump, you must pump. Okay? So working capital is expected of you to cope with the situation. And that's why you see that we leverage on trend to work and work out getting the working capital in the crypto project, especially those of us who are doing crypto, on a regular basis, or let me say full time. You must derive a working capital. You must derive a working capital. And so if you cannot derive a working capital, I can tell you you're going to miss. Now, I shared with us the other day about aspect of AI bot. Now, quickly, if you look at the market now, it's like BTC using my MACD and stochastic RSI together. It's as if the market is trying to return, but we cannot really say. Though we have had it a very bad deal, but of course, can market still come down to 39 to 38,000 plus? Yeah. So in other words, if I want to enter the market right now, I'm not going to enter all. If I have intention of using $200 or $300 to enter the market, I rather cost average it, I buy it in bits, so that should there be issue, I can still be on. So, but in other words, I'm going to enter using my trade commerce to first do something. Enter my smart trade to open a long position for BTC, as it were, because I've started observing some kind of buying positions. Maybe some whales are already getting into the market. Many of us may not know. So now, I may just, for the purpose of this interaction, remember, I'm taking you somewhere. I'm going to show you some staking portfolios, right, as we continue. So I want to open a long position. Let's go here. Indicator. Let's see fractals. Okay, market yet is not too fantastic, but I want to open a long position for BTC. Right? I want to enter a long position for BTC, probably at probably at 41,730. Now I want to use isolated, and I'm on 10x. So I'm using market price 41,700. Sorry. Now somebody will want to know what parameter I use Felix to enter this market. I may not tell you, but for people who understand what the market is, can gladly say. So using 25% or 50% of my money, right? So take profits. Take profits 5% and 50% of my portfolio. So add to targets. Then the next 7% and 25% of my position. Then lastly, uh, 10%. Or I can close it at any time, so I can even put it 20%. So that's the last portion of my portfolio. Now I want to set stop loss 4% stop loss. So I can use 5% stop loss, 39,600. Right, so my position, I can change the price to 41,730 or 750. Okay, there we go. 6% stop loss. So I create the trade. Now listen, what made me to create this trade? I'm not going to explain that now. There are so many factors that make me to create this trade, because I've seen more or less a very global support range of the market. Now I've created entry position at 41,750 and the market is 41,847. And then that's that. But look at what I'm showing you. This market poured down all the way from about 50 something, 60 something to 50 something to 40 something, and of course, start having free fall. For some of you, if you check the technical indicators, if you go to your trading view, for instance, you see the market was not having any volume that could have hold all this place, even at this point, right? So now the market has been bear since, and it has not really gone bullish all this while. Now, how do I working capital? So I'm deriving a working capital from different places. Number one, if you look at it now, some of you, we have a platform called Zenith Sapphire, for instance. Many people are making money and they are wasting their money, and on the name of buying cars and maybe buy. I'm not saying it's wrong to buy a car. Like for instance, in Plan B now, our goal one, first quarter, second quarter of this year, That's from now to March to June. Every serious-minded, especially those people on private mentorship with us, private mentorship, for you to be a member of private mentorship is $5,000, one-off. And then if you bill with me, is $1,500 yearly. Everyone on these categories, and generally we speak to everybody that are on Plan B forum. But those of us on bill with me who are subscriber and private mentorship, we are not looking at how to spend money this beginning. We are looking on how to run around with the working capital to generate big cash flow. For instance, if you look at this, there's money here. What do I do with the money? I waited and let market crash very well so that I can bring out this money. So exactly what I'm going to do now, this money is going to be part of my working capital. So I'm going to withdraw this money from my back office of Sapphire. So I normally use Litecoin very often. That's what I use. You can see most of my withdrawal are in Litecoin, right? So on few occasions, I just test running using Ethereum, all of that. So I want to use Litecoin, withdraw Litecoin. So I click on which coin, Litecoin. So, okay, I want to withdraw Litecoin. How much Litecoin? Worth of 458 euro. Worth of 458 euro. So I click on withdraw. So I'm asked for a password. Okay, so in some occasion, I'll be asked for my Google Authenticator. Withdrawal has been initiated. Now, this is part of working capital. At any point, I may come, like now, today is on the 8th of January 2022. We are waiting patiently, maybe tomorrow, which is 9 or maximum on the 10th, to receive monthly gratuity. Even if it's €1,000 from this account and another probably €1,000 from this account. So what will I do? I'm going to use it as a working capital. So understand this working capital. I'm going to use them as a working capital. And where are those money coming from? From referral, sharing with people. It does not take anything from me sharing opportunity with people, and it's a choice for them to buy into such opportunity. Now, I withdrew this. Now, last week, or sorry, was it 2 days or 3 days ago? Of course, last week of the last 2 weeks of the month of the year 2021, we're buying into different cryptocurrency in their low gem. Okay, we call them low gems. Now, when you need a working capital to buy into a low gem, you need a working capital to buy into a low gem, and that's exactly what we've been doing. Buying to low gem, working capital must be available. If not, you buy the dip and buy the dip and get tired of buying the dip. Eventually, you are going to lose out of your hope. That's like the dip is not worth buying again. So it's on that note we derive a working capital strategy. There are so many coins we have bought into now, and we have taken a lot of profit, like DigiChain. It did at least to a reasonable extent, good amount for us, and I'm sure it must have done by right now. So it has done so seriously. So what do I do? Now, some of us have made some money, some make 5 Ethereum, BNB, some make 3 BNB with 1 BNB. And then such money, what have I done with it? Money, what have I done with it? We spread the tentacles, right? Right? But however, working capital is deriving money making from different systems. Now, I've collected some money and took to my MetaMask to buy into low gem, and maybe the low gem had given you ×2 or ×3 of your money. For instance, $200 is gotten out, and you bought into the DigiChain, bought into India, and about 3, 4, 5 different funny coins and low mem coins, and then we pick them out. So what exactly am I doing? We're into massive staking platforms that my money are locked in there for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and some allow me, I keep compounding. I think an example we were doing for compounding, I will check this too. Okay, these are another staking platform. So, but let me quickly do working capital into this guy, into Drip Network. Now, if you go to CoinMarketCap, you want to see Drip Network, or let's go to CoinMarketCap. There we go. We can type Drip, D-R-I-P. Drip Network was at a point in time less above $90-something. That was about a few days ago. Now, but it's actually down now. But do I really bother about the down price of it? No. Why? Because I'm accumulating the coin. The coin has done all-time high, 89. That was not true. That yesterday it did about 93 or so. This all-time low was not actually true because before that May, thereabout, before that September, it was lesser than this, was about $3. Let me just check here if this guy capture or we have the data. So now what has happened? We have a lot of people who are bought into this project in staking and compounding their earnings. Okay, these guys do not have the right information. So that's why I say 26. You can see why you be careful about how you use some of those data reports on those coin aggregators. Okay. Now, circulating supply is said to be 100,000, and then total supply is said to be 1 million, and maximum supply is said to be 99 million, right? Just 100 million as it were. Now, this coin created a project of network. So you can say the future is a better testing place for estimate for next 6 months and to see them, right? So Drip Network, you can read more about it eventually from the portal and then on YouTube. Now, what exactly am I going to do? Drip Network. So I'm sending a link. If you're watching on Facebook, there's a link sent on the comment section. But if you're watching on the YouTube, of course, you will need to pick the link on the comment section and then be able to get registered. So this is the first thing you are going to do. When you copy the link, I'm going to clear up the link now here. Drip.network with faucet and all of that. So I'm going to send it to you. For instance, now you are meant to register with Drip, but make sure that on your MetaMask, please use MetaMask preferably. Although there are people who are using Trust Wallet, why not? But I recommend you use MetaMask so that you're able to do effective transaction as it were. And when you're using MetaMask, let it be on the desktop version, not the mobile version. Right now, you make sure you have BNB in your account. How many drip you want to buy? Let's say 4, 5, or 6, or 7, or 8, or 9, 10. Then you quickly go. The link I sent to you, copy and paste on the browser where your MetaMask is. Right? In this case, let's say you copy the link over here and paste. Okay, so you copy the link over here and paste. It's going to ask you to connect, but the first thing you must do is that go to my wallet, copy my own wallet from here, for instance, and then come down to this place, this booty, paste it, and then click update. Wait for it to successfully update. Once that's finished updating properly, then you are done. Now, what next am I to do? Connect your own wallet. So I'm connecting my wallet right now. And so after connecting my wallet, of course, I have some working capital that is going on here. So, but in your own case, what next are you supposed to do? Then you are going to click on swap because by default they bring you to faucet. Then you're going to click on swap, like in my case, you can see that showed me who my referral was. Now you're going to click on swap. What's the difference of buying this coin from here to the other side? Pancake swap. Buy a pancake swap, you are paying 10% tax for swapping it, right? Now, let's go here. I'm going to buy this coin. How many do I want to buy? Let's say I want to use 0.3. So if I'm buying 0.3, I buy 0.3 drip, so it's going to be 2.24. The minimum you can buy, you can deposit into the drip staking is 1. So make sure if you are depositing money, make sure you buy at least 1 or at least 2. So 1 is about $59 now, $60 give or take. So 2 will be 120. So, and if you want to be very more serious, you can buy up to like 5 or 6 or 10 or 10 as well. Now click on go. Please note that what we are typing here is the BNB volume. Now I'm buying 0.3 worth of BNB, which is giving me 2 point something. Then I click on what? To approve the transaction. So we are waiting. So please follow the step. As you click on the link, it popped up, and then you copy my wallet and go to the booty to update. Now I've successfully bought the drip. So we're waiting for it for a confirmation. Now the volume I bought is here. Okay? The volume I bought is now here. So what exactly am I going to do now? Very simple. So I go back to my faucet, right? And when I go back to my faucet, because I want to stake the coin. So I have some 3.7 stake before. Now I need to add more. Okay? Now, so I'm adding more, but please ensure your booty is connected and you already have a booty. So how many do I want to stake? Maybe 1, maybe 2. So let's say I want to stake 1.24. So I click and then click on deposit. Remember, you have to come back to faucet. So I click on deposit. Then once I click on deposit, confirm. So I'm waiting for the transaction to be confirmed, and then my drip will be available in the staking. Remember, the one I have earned will be claimed to be re-added, because when you are claiming or you are depositing, it's almost the same. So now I have 4.865. What the system is telling you is that till the end of my total earning, what I can earn in totality is 17.75457. This has nothing to do with the referral system. So this is what I can earn from this. Now, but instead of waiting for that, I can keep compounding. You will see when people's account compound, it was crazy. When I listened to this guy, it amazed me so much that I looked at what have I been doing when people have been doing staking of drip since April, May last year, 2021, and they're making a lot of money. Now, when I saw this guy account, I was humbled that people have gotten this drip when the price was $3, $5, $6, and they're having more lump sum of it.
The things I said at the beginning.
Let's listen to this guy.
And put a bunch of drip in there, and then all these people. The fact that I wanted to join his team and get his big airdrops with 500 drip.
See this guy? See what is
I
happening?
ended up buying 500 drip
This is
back in June.
Come on, this 5,867 drip.
That is this account today. I got the mega whale.
Now the expectation of the total earning you should have 21,000 drip. Now imagine when this guy maybe probably have done this when the drip price was $3 or $5. Now imagine when somebody now have, because the total expected outcome you should earn should be around 365% or thereabout. Imagine somebody having 5,000 drip Or let's just say you bought 1,000 drip, multiply by $5, that's $5,000. Let's say you could not go there, just 200. It's okay. Multiply by 3.6, or let's even say 5. So if it's 5, that's $1,000. Now 200 multiplied by 3.5, multiplied by 200 multiplied by 3.5. That will be 720 drip. Now, so, and where you compound, you make more. Now imagine your 200 drip, that was 1,000, multiplied by $59, the present price, that's 11,800. And we saw drip went up to $90 something. I'm not going to be surprised to see this coin getting to $1,000 anytime, maybe before the end of this year, 2022. Now, imagine if you're having 1,000 drip by compounding and the price get to $1,000, then that's whooping $1 million. So it sounds unbelievable when you start. So, but that is a working capital strategy. All right. Now, there's another thing you must know. Like if you're an affiliate person and you want to make affiliate income, right? You want to make affiliate income, and you direct a friend, you must hold this coin. Call this coin called BR34P. BR34P. You must hold it in order to. So now you see what I did. You have to just click on it on the portal and then click on buy BR34P, and then it popped up to show you the BR34P. So let me use BUSD to buy it. You can use anything to buy it, now BNB or BUSD. Now let me use BUSD to buy it. How much is per one of this coin right now? So one, let's see how much it is. So just wait. 111. Okay, so let's say you must hold at least 2. So let me just get 2.2 or 2.5. 2.5 is going to cost me 283 and whatever, blah, blah. Of course, I need to approve so that it will allow me to spend, permission to spend your BUSD. So I'm waiting. So please follow this procedure. It's very simple. And somebody was chatting with me. That's why I have to make this recording in order to make it simple and easier for us. Now, what's the essence of this? If I don't have this coin hold, I'm not going to have any income generated from maybe friends I invited. That's just the whole essence. But if you look at it logically, sentimentally, using market sentiment to do it, a coin that somebody must hold before he can be rewarded of referral income when he's building a system, that means that coin to have capacity of growing. So it's on that note, I kept telling myself, Felix, you must not miss out of this coin. So what am I going to do? I buy it and just hold it, right? And then so that when I send the link out, because if you don't buy and hold it, if you send a link out, you will not be able to earn affiliate commission that to be given to you. So how much? Maybe 5%, I wouldn't know, but I know there's an affiliate commission that ought to be given to you. So that's that about drip. So very simple. I've told you when you copy the link, it is essential for you. You paste the link in the browser and ensure you have a fund in your MetaMask BNB, right? And then you are good to go. Then you have to click and then come to get a booty. At that point, give you a room to paste my wallet. You copy my wallet up and then paste it and click update. Wait for it to be updated successfully. Then you return back to swap. And then if you click on swap, It's going to show you to buy drip. Then you type how many BNB. If it's one BNB you want to use a buying drip, so that was about 7.4 whatever. Then you click on buy. After you finish buying, you return back to your faucet, right? And then all you do is to go to deposit. Let's say you want to deposit 10. So you're going to deposit. So once the deposit is successfully done, you are done with the staking. That's all what you need to do about drip. The next one I will show to you is manual. There are a whole lot of things in this manual that I myself have not really even understood properly. So, but it is always good to start while learning it. Now, the first time I got to know about this manual was this aspect of liquidity provisions and all of that. Now, please, for you to participate in the manual to stake on the drip LP, please make sure you have BUSD in your MetaMask and then few fraction of BNB that we use for gas fee. Now, I always recommend for people, minimum you should do here is $100. If not, why not 500? So now I have some running already, but for a new person, all you do first of all is to click on drip liberation. Now, when you click on drip liberation, it's going to say liberate. Now, let's say it's $100 you want to use. In your own case, when you click that, it's going to say enable. You know, enable it means just for you to allow permission for the system to establish contact of transaction and be able to use the transaction you know is a decentralized system. Now, after it has verified that, it asks you to supply. Then I click on supply. So I won't click on supply. It's telling me, oh, it's going to give you 3.65. Why? Because it has divided the money into two, right? 50% on the fraction of these and $50 and 50 on the other one. So the LP you are buying is going to give you 3 farm. It's going to give you 3 farm in the garden. So what I do, I click on confirm. Right now to confirm, so I go ahead and click the confirm for it to buy. So just wait for it to finish. Now it's asking me to add the LP to my MetaMask. So you can always add it. I already have it. You can always add it. I already have it there, but to your MetaMask. If it's Trust Wallet you are using, fine. So I say yes, add it. So it's coming up for me to finally add it. Okay. So just follow the procedure. It's very simple. So I'm adding LP, which I have 3.6 LP as it were. Okay. So now I'm done with this. So the next thing is this. I've bought it and I have 3.6. That's what it's showing. Now the next place I need to go is to go to Drip Garden. You know, I have 4 LP before. Now I want to add 3.6. Ordinarily, in your own case, you may not see anything like this in your own. So all you do in your own is you are buying plant. So how many plant are you buying? I'm buying maximum of the LP that's available in my system. So I wait for it to show buy, right? So I want to buy. So it said I should buy now. That's going to give me 6 plant. So I click buy plant. Then once I click on buy plant, it asks me for verification for the payment to be done. Then I'm waiting. All right. So please take note when you are doing this. Where you first go to having bought is to go to liberation. Then after liberation, you have to go to drip garden. Okay. You have to go to drip garden. So just observe. Let me check mine. Now it says successful. That means I'm having 10 now. I have Sorry, I have 4 before. Now 6, whatever is added to it, I have 10 now. Right? So that is that for this drip garden. So I've already bought, and then it's starting all over again. Say 2 days, 24 hours until when the plant is ready, I can always recompound. So that is for this. Now, another thing you can do, there are so many things you can buy reef. So if you go to exchange, go to trade, okay? Go to trade, you can buy reef. You can buy reef. Let me see how much is reef now. I bought at $40, but it's as if reef has actually gone down. So one reef now. Okay, so let me use BUSD. When you are confused on, you don't know how to convert your, okay, reef is very cheap now, so you can even buy, which is very okay. If I want to buy, I can just buy. And then how many do I want to buy? So they put a slippage up to 7% tolerance for you to go through. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm not buying reef. I want to show you something. I can stake my BUSD to earn reef. And where do I do that? Right? If I click on, if I click on pool, I click on pool. So I'm going to see different pool. Say stake only. Say stake single token assets to earn reef, and take reef to earn BUSD reward. Deposit fees and yield generated through collateral repatriation will be used for buybacks and marketing. So now I want to buy, stake. Man, this percentage kept dropping. So I want to stake my BUSD, the little BUSD that I have, to be earning reef. Or if you want to stake reef, to be earning BUSD. So what should I do? I'm going to say enable contract. Enable contract. Click enable contract. So enabling my contract, take my charge to permission to spend my BUSD. If I didn't get the permission, it won't go through. So I'm waiting for the permission to be granted. Now, once it's granted, you're going to see stake. Okay, we're waiting. Now it says stake token. So how much BUSD do I want to stake? Okay, stake token. So I click on stake token. I have 33 BUSD there. So I can see maximum. Confirm. I'm just experimenting. So if you are staking and what you are staking is a very minor thing, very small, please don't stake. Right? So I click on confirm. So we're waiting. Once my BUSD is staked, then over time, I'll be getting reward in reef. So drip staking and drip LP, that's drip liquidity provision, is quite awesome. So now I've been able to stake this, so I'm waiting. So ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. This is working capital. You are creating a working capital so that no matter what is happening in the market, you don't get bored. You just enjoy yourself, you just feel free, and just flow. But however, many people cannot do all this I'm doing because everybody wants it hot, now. Everybody wants to get the result now. If it's not now, it's not working. That is an error. You must be careful. The way you run around to make money in crypto, a Rome was never built in a day. I've met a lot of friends, what they want to hear and what they want to make in crypto It's just overnight. Sometimes they hear about how some people, right? Now look at it. I have another account that I'm running so much here. Now I'm going to increase my staking here. So I'm having some that has matured. Okay, somebody was asking me, you don't know how to. So if I want to recompound, I can always recompound. Okay, it's remaining a little. It's this is until to show two plants. Okay, it's just remaining very little for me to be able to buy new plant. So it's not yet ready. So many friends come to ask me, how do you do it? I said, patience is a priority in this place. If you are not patient enough, you will miss out so big time. Once this yellow is fainted out, then I can recompound mine. Now I have, like, let me go to the pool. I experimented yesterday for staking of this. Okay, you can see I staked BUSD yesterday. It was $50. I think there's a charge of 6%. So $47 was staked. I've earned 1.27 USD worth of RIF. RIF I have earned is 0.034, right? And then that continued in that order. So this is a very big phenomenon. It's amazing, but many persons have not really sat down, or they are always in a haste. They want to make the hot money now. You know, if it's not now, it's not really working. That's not true. You must learn how to take advantage of opportunity when other people are not looking at it. You just see what I've done now. I've collected some money, right? I've collected some money from my back office, from Zinc Sapphire, and then push it up to, right? I push it up to my Binance. So let me quickly check my Binance if the money is there already. If it has landed, we will see. Let's check one on Sapphire backend itself. Has it really gone? Yeah, let's check if it has gone. You see completed. It's already completed 3.77 Litecoin. So let's go back there, right? Litecoin. I don't keep any money in my Binance like that because I'm not the type that have time for capital not working. I love working capital. You can see how much is that? 506 US dollar. So this now is going to be engaged in another place, or if I check the market, is actually going to be taking a good turn to go up more. I will just allow it to be, okay? The market is not yet knowing what it's doing. Let me check the market at the open. My market has not picked. The market refused to pick for me. Okay, so rather the market is still pushing up 41,882, and I said the market 41,750. No problem. Let's keep watching. You can see, wow, market may not really pick for me because I'm seeing a hammer. Of course, I showed you guys here. You can see that it's like market trying to recover back. You know, it may not make it up, but you see, this has crossed. Now, for the purpose of the training, I may need to just, if I really want the market to peak, and I will show you guys later when the trade is closed. Okay, but however, let's leave it's not compulsory. I don't like running after the market. That's the worst market. That's the worst type of trade anyone. Amazing. This is phenomenal, and we are building up strong business activities. I have a lot of staking. These are another staking as it were. Another day I'm going to do summary on these staking that you can see. Any some. I do not really have time to remember for this guy, even on the liquidity I made here. Oh my goodness. Was it pretty okay? Mint. And I have a lot of staking other part and getting Cardano, right? So it gives you room, right? It gives you room to make a lot of money. Even when the market is down, you are not bothered. You are just okay because you are having a accrual. And this is the accrual that people always not been interested from the beginning because it looks so too small for them that when will I generate this? How can so little percentage like this trip me? But over time, the waiting, they have been waiting and wasting some money. You'll see that it has really, really paid off. We have a lot of coins we have done like that. People never take it seriously, but eventually surprises them. Like Coin Expert, we have done a lot of things on them. So I have a lot of staking portfolios on different projects. And I think that's for now what I have for us about working capital, understanding working capital. So working capital must be developed in order to cope with the market situation. If you don't create a working capital, you will not cope with the market situation. Any little hit in the market will disorganize your mood. Then you'll be complaining that the market is bad, but that's not true. You just need to work out your strategy for capital. So if you are new, if you've been watching me on Facebook, you see on the comment on my page, you saw that you can click on each of those things that are there for you to click and take advantage of it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You have a nice time. My name again is Midai Jimo, the team lead of Planbxpress. If you want to chat with me, my phone number is +234 8036 9245 and 88. I take it again. My number is +234 8036 9245 and 88. Chat, not call, please. And we have a lot of things in pipeline in Plan B this 2022. You have a nice time. Enjoy yourself. If you want to get connected to on our YouTube channel, just search for Felix Midai and then click subscribe and like, put a reminder, and so that when any message is sent, notification can alert you. So have a nice time, everybody. God bless you. Bye.